It's BT with the BT Motogp Austrian review. Let's get right to it. I thought the racing in Moto 3 stole the show. Moto 2 is right behind it. Motogp. That was a F1 sleeper. But you know what? It happens sometimes. It's still better than F1. It was a sleeper. But hey, you got to give credit to Pecco Bagnaia. But I'm getting ahead of myself. And you know how I do this. Moto 3, greatest race of the season. And that's saying something. For Moto 3, that's saying something. For race of the season, that photo finish was great. You got to give it to Denny Onchu. Congratulations. But my ride of the race goes to Ivan Ortola. At one point, when he was like 18th, he started 18th on the grid, finished 4th. But watching the championship, my heartbreak goes to... It's a toss-up between Jaime Masia and David Alonso. Alonso finally started. He came from last week and won the race. This week, he started 7th on the 3rd row, and then he crashed out. So I'm going to give it to Jaime Masia because his bike just crapped out on him through no fault of his own. And that's a heartbreak. He was slowly chipping away at Holgato's lead. So that was, you see me spit? That was disgusting. Anyway, he was chopping down at Holgato's lead, and his bike cut out, no fault of his own. So my heartbreak goes to him. But hey, honorable mention for ride of the race goes to Colin Fair. The Dutch kid, his first pole position. This kid might basically get in the way in the championship, where if you're a Sasaki or Denny Onchu or the other guys fighting for the championship, you got Colin Fair, who he deserves to be there because he's doing his job, but he's kind of in the way. He's finding his way, but he's in the way, if that makes any sense, to try to cut down on Holgato's lead. So congratulations to him. I don't know what they put in the water in the Netherlands, but damn, them kids are big. Bo Benschneider, Zonta Vandenberg, and now Colin Fair. They could be a basketball team. If MotoGP didn't work out for them, they could be a basketball team. They could play 6-man for the Lakers. That's how big these Dutch kids are. But congratulations to Colin Fair. Great job. Heartbreak goes to Jaime Masia. Ride of the race goes to Ivan Ortola. I love this kid. Moto 2, let me tell you something. Pedro Acosta is good, but he's not dominating like we thought he was. We thought he was just going to run through him. And this season, it's going for him. He's winning, but he's not really dominating. Not like Raul Fernandez did a couple of years ago. But still, props to him. I love in a post-race interview, they ask him, say, you know, the tires were going out. What happened? He goes, hey, shit happens. Gotta love Pedro. He goes, shit happens. He said it on live TV. But hey, my ride of the race goes to Celestino Vietti. You saw him last year, man. He was like, toward the end of the year, he couldn't keep it upright. Congratulations to him. He's found his Viagra now. He is straight and narrow. He is, and congratulations to him. He found his way. Celestino Vietti, rider of the race. Heartbreak, I think, goes to Tony Arbolino. Arbolino better watch himself. Otherwise, he might find himself out of this championship slowly but surely. And because, listen, Ogura, Stoneface Ogura would make a great hitman because that dude is straight-faced all the way. Like, Ogura, you got a podium. Okay, you set the lap record. I mean, it's like he has no... That guy would make a great poker player, make a great hitman. But congratulations to him. Like I said, heartbreak goes to Arbolino. He better get it right, or he might watch his championship slip away from him. But props to Celestino Vietti. MotoGP, let's just be honest, man. Pecco's on another level that we don't give him credit. At least I don't give him credit. It's always something else. It's always like, man, what's up with Marquez? Where's he gonna go? And then it's like, hey, man, what about Bezzecchi? What about this? And we don't give Pecco the credit. Nobody makes better late race or just late weekend adjustments better than Pecco. Pecco's like the Bill Belichick of MotoGP. Like, okay, the first practice or, you know, the first session they go out, he's nowhere to be found. He might be 7th or 8th. And then, F1, he's around, 5th? And then he slowly turns it up. Let me tell you something. Gigi is a genius. Gigi the genius, and you have a great racer. It's like Dr. Frankenstein, man. He's made himself a monster. I remember watching Pecco crash on the way to his outlap. Well, he and Jack, they were doing like stoppies, coming out of the pit lane in Valencia, and he crashed. And I was like, this is the dude? And now look at him. So Pecco Bagnaia, we don't give him props. He's a great racer. What he did, and they found something else in the start. You know, they got the new rules with the tire pressure. They did something with the start. They're getting better starts. Even so, if you watch Brad Binder said, I don't know what you guys did with the start. You bastards, you did something with the start. And that's what they did. They found something else. Gigi the Genius and Pecco, they're Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein. And that's what they are. Pecco might run away with this. Two people can beat him. It's got to be Bezecchi and Martin might have to work together, which is an odd pairing. And Martin, listen, he's slowly coming up, but Martin, you could tell he was he came in like a wrecking ball. Literally, he played bowling this weekend. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. If that was Marquez, he would have been crucified. So I'm kind of glad it was Martin. But like Bezecchi said, the first race of the season, we're all aggressive, but that was a little bit too aggressive. He got penalized, so it's like, I don't know why people are bitching, but he's got to find his way. I was at Silverstone. Where was he? They put an all points bulletin looking for Martin. I forgot he was racing at Silverstone. I forgot he was racing. So we can't have those kind of weekends from here on out. Listen, if Pecco came back from 90 points down last year against Fabio, then it can be done. But he got to start doing it now. So ride of the race goes to Pecco. Heartbreak. I think it has to go to Martin. Martin shit the bed. He really did. He did an Amber Heard. He shit the bed. He had it right there where he wanted, and he during the sprint race with the crashing, then he got put back, then he had the long lap penalty. So Martin's got it the next week. The next race going to Barcelona. Barcelona is going to tell a lot. Barcelona, the next two races, Barcelona and Mazzano are going to tell a lot, which is going to lead me to after the race. Let's just be honest. The racing with Motogp is nothing really to be talked about. Bender did a great job this weekend, but Bender can win this championship, but he's got to have a lot going for him. Basically, for the next 3 or 4 races, Pecco is going to have to not finish, not make a podium. He's going to finish 5th, and Bender's going to have to go on a run, which in this day and age, I don't think it's going to happen. So let's talk about the intangibles. First of all, Zarco's going to Honda, or as I call them, the Kardashians, because they ruin men's lives. Am I not lying? I mean, Jorge Lorenzo came in a 5-time world champion. By the end of the year, he was on the back of the grid going, eating a sandwich, getting fat, like, hey, man, I'm done. I mean, they've ruined men's lives. Johan, remember I said Johan Mir doesn't look right? Look like he wants to quit. I said that at Assen last year. Or no, I said that this year about Johan Mir, and he said that he's thought about retiring. That's how bad Honda is. Honda is the Kardashians of the MotoGP paddock. You come in, you identify yourself as a MotoGP rider. You leave like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, but I don't feel like I'm a rider. I identify as something else. I bet I get canceled for that. But congratulations to Zarco. He couldn't make. I mean, I don't think he really did that bad with Pramac, but with MotoGP, I don't know why they really think these guys coming up are really that great to be put on the bike. He hadn't won, but he's gotten podiums. But apparently it's not enough in MotoGP. Anyway, I like to see how Zarco does at LCR. Good for him. Ren's going to Yamaha. Great for him. If Yamaha gets it together, that's going to be a great team with him and Fabio. They don't know where Franco's going. Rossi being there, it's great to watch the champ come back. Rossi being there, I thought was great. So I don't know where Frankie's going to go. If Franco gets on that Ducati, but I think what holds the key, and correct me if I'm wrong, please, when Marquez decides what's going to happen, when he makes it official, and with KTM with Pedro. So I wonder if those two are waiting for each other. Because the rumor is that Marquez and KTM been flirting with each other, like, hey Mark, how you doing? Mark's like, of course, this is my wife, but you do look good. Okay. He's looking. He ain't touching yet, but he's looking. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Marquez, Pedro, I think they're going to go hand in hand. Listen, no offense. This is my hard take right here. I love him. We all love him. But has Jack really produced? I mean, if there's 4 of them. Who are you going to let go? Augusto Fernandez is getting disrespected because he's having a great year. But it's amazing how the last 2 weeks since Polo Spargo's come back, he's not really done as well. And props to Polo Spargo. He was at death's door, and now he's doing a great job of comeback. Congratulations to him. Marquez, he finally got his first point. Man, it's hard to watch Marquez like this. It really is. I mean, he's got a girlfriend. I'm glad he's happy. But, hey, as Bill Duke said in The Predator, that ain't no way for no soldier to die. And that's the truth. Watching Marquez just dwindle between 10th and 15th, that's hard, man. And Honda should take part of the blame. You know, it's like, It's like those two participate in the bank robbery, okay? Those two are hand in hand. No matter who drove the car, who actually stuck up the bank, hey, you're both being charged with the crime. I mean, let's be honest with it. Marquez winning championship on a bike that was, nobody else could ride it. Marquez is winning. So Honda got lazy. And Honda, now they're stuck with a shit show that Mark can't ride. If Mark can't ride, then who can ride? It's like Jesus going, I can't do shit with this. And you go, what? You can't do shit with it, Jesus? Well, if Jesus can't do shit with it. So I think Marquez and Pedro Acosta, which one's going to go first? After Mazzano, we'll see. If Mark goes, y'all didn't do shit, then I think Mark might go to KTM. I don't know. We'll see. Like my buddy John said, my buddy John Robertson said, make a Husqvarna team. Make up a team with Mark Marquez and Pedro Acosta. You're going to bring in more fans. It's going to be interesting to see. You're going to bring more eyes to the paddock. And hey, it's entertainment also. I mean, it's not like you're just doing it just to do it. You still got an 8-time world. And by the way, they're acting like nobody wants an 8-time world champion. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's like this. If you're going out with a girl and you guys are getting along, but then you find out like Beyonce likes you, you're going to be like, what? You're going to find a way. You're going to find a way to break up. On the opposite side, ladies, if you found out Brad Pitt was really into you and you and your husband were like, and you just went out with him because you didn't want to be alone and you found out Brad Pitt, like, you go, what? Hold on. It's over. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, sorry this review was so late. I had a lot of stuff to do, but anyway, like I said, GP didn't have it this week. It was an F1 race, but Moto 3, holy shit. It's getting good. Interested to see what happens. Barcelona, mark my words, Barcelona and Mazzano. That's going to decide the rest of the season, personally, I think. So Martin and Bezzecchi are going to have to step up, and Bender. Those three, the three stooges of racing, are going to have to basically conspire to do away with Pecco. They're going to have to keep him off the podium, and those three are going to have to win. They're going to have to be on the podium, and Pecco's got to stay off the podium for the next 2 weeks. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's my hard take on Jack. I can't believe I said it, but it had to be said. That's the way I feel. Anyway, interested to see what you guys think. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, you know the word. Peace.